zeros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They can't take it to 10. Hey.
There ain't no time, is it? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They Ella they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, I never switch, I never switch. I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Toronto Thunderbirds. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. 59.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brooks. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
50, play.
From the gun to give to Mixon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. It's going the other way.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Scott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
What we got? Kill. Watch twins. Hey, check 24. Check.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Over the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 25-yard line.
53, Mike. Check. 53's the Mike. 53, check 53.
2nd and 5. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. T.J. Hawkinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Check 50, right? Check 50. It's a slant.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go deep for fun. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll set up the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Now Scott. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So the ball moves from one 38 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're going to look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's caught. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up first and goal. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, but you also have to guard it.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Darius Leonard bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Brooks. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Stewart. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Campbell downfield. Touchdown! Harris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
X3, 218, chop, 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Kill. Turn up. General West. Ready.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Haywood. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Pilot.
2nd and 11. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll set up to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
This is caught inside the 15. Welcome back to Toronto. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. It's caught by Funchess. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Devin Funchess, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
8 read. Check. Joker.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey. High 7. Now.
2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Escaping, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And a huge play that time. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Funches has it complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Yeah, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Did they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? and the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of it.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. 3rd down here. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.